Hello and welcome. You're watching Express News on DD India. India's President Draupadi Murmu extended greetings to the residents of Meghalaya, Tripura and Manipur on their statehood day. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today greeted the people of Meghalaya on its statehood day. He wrote in a post on X that Meghalaya is admired for its natural beauty and the industrious nature of the people. Expressing pride about the role played by the people of Manipur towards India's development, the Prime Minister today greeted the people of Manipur on its statehood day. In a post on X, he extended his best wishes for the progress of Manipur. The Prime Minister also greeted the people of Tripura on its statehood day. He said that the state was making noteworthy contributions to national progress. The Amrit Udyan of Rashtrapati Bhavan will open for public viewing from February 2nd to March 30th this year. This edition of Amrit Udyan is a landscaping marvel where visitors can witness coleus, celosia, tuberose and many other rare seasonal flowers in full glory. Rashtrapati Bhavan will also host Vividhta Ka Amrit Mahotsav as part of Amrit Udyan from March 6 to 9. This year's Mahotsav will showcase the rich cultural heritage and unique traditions of southern India. The Central Reserve Police Force, Special Operations Group Odisha and Chhattisgarh Police neutralized 15 Naxalites in a joint operation along the Odisha-Chhattisgarh border. According to the police, a member of the Naxal group who had a bounty of 1 crore rupees on his head was also killed in the encounter. Police informed that the encounter is still underway. India's Home Minister Amit Shah termed it as a big success, saying, "With our resolve for a Naxal-free India and the joint efforts of our security forces, Naxalism is breathing its last today." The Mahakum festival is currently underway in Uttar Pradesh's Prayagraj, and each day is witnessing a record number of devotees who are taking a holy dip at Triveni Sangam. Many cultural events are also being lined up at various venues to entertain visitors. For the first time ever, the Mahakum festival is also catering to eye patients by delivering free spectacles to thousands of devotees each day. Interestingly, all these specs are being manufactured in real time at the Mahakum camps. Ministry of Tribal Affairs is organizing the National Conference of District Magistrates on PM Janaman in New Delhi on Tuesday. Under the guidance of Juwal Ora, Minister of Tribal Affairs, and Durgadas Wiki, Minister of State for Tribal Affairs. The conference aims to share best practices and facilitate progress in districts that have significant potential for improvement. Chairman, Telecom Regulatory Authority of India Anil Kumar Lahoti inaugurated the South Asian Telecommunication Regulators Council workshop on spectrum in Goa with an aim to address the importance of effective spectrum management in the rapidly evolving telecommunications landscape. The 3-day workshop will be attended by delegates representing South Asian Telecommunication Regulators Council member countries, working group members, industry experts, delegates representing many government departments and more. Bihar Governor Arif Mohammad Khan and Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla addressed the valedictory session of the 85th All India Presiding Officers Conference in the capital city of Patna. At the conference, Lok Sabha Speaker released the 8th edition of Practice and Procedure of Parliament. He also inaugurated the Neva Seva Kendra in Bihar legislature premises. The Queen Mother of Bhutan, Queen Ashi Shering Yangdong Wangchuk, along with a 19-member delegation, visited Agra's Taj Mahal. India Post hosted an exhibition to commemorate 75 years of the Indian Constitution on Tuesday. The exhibition displayed a service rendered by India Post in 75 years and a stamp tracing its journey so far. Apart from that, stamps dedicated to the legendary India's Petroleum Minister Hardeep Singh Puri addressed the 3rd International Symposium for Thriving Eco-Energy in Mobility, a key initiative under Bharat Mobility 2025 at Bharat Mandapam. Benchmark indices Nifty and Sensex crashed on Tuesday, marking their worst plunge in 6 months. At close, the Sensex was down 1,235.08 points or 1.6% at 75,838.36. Nifty was down 320.1 points or 1.37% at 23,024.65. The Indian rupee ended flat at 86.58 per dollar on Tuesday versus previous close of 86.56. Oil prices ticked lower in Asian trading on Tuesday as investors took stock of President Donald Trump's plans to apply new tariffs later than expected while boosting oil and gas production in the US. Brent crude futures were down 35 cents to $79.8 per barrel, while the most actively traded West Texas Intermediate crude March contract was down 90 cents to $76.49 a barrel. Global markets were on edge on Tuesday after US President Donald Trump hinted at imposing 25% tariffs on Mexico and Canada as early as 1st February. The news sent shockwaves through currencies, with the Mexican peso dropping 1% and the Canadian dollar hitting a 5-year low. With US markets closed on Monday for holiday, the first reaction came from Asia. Europe's Euro Stoxx 50 futures slipped 0.25%, while Japan's Nikkei ended the day barely up at 0.13%. Hong Kong's Hang Seng managed a 0.42% gain. The World Economic Forum's annual meeting entered its second day on Tuesday with discussions on incoming US administration under President Donald Trump. As Trump returns to the White House, Ukraine's attendees hope that the new administration would help their country. Indian Minister Chirag Paswan, along with Minister of State for Skill Development and Entrepreneurship Jayant Chaudhary, inaugurated India Pavilion at World Economic Forum annual meeting in Davos, Switzerland. Maharashtra Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis inaugurated the Maharashtra Pavilion in Davos, Switzerland to welcome the world to Maharashtra, the gateway to India, along with Industries Minister Uday Samant. India's Commerce and Trade Minister Piyush Goyal held bilateral talks with Belgian Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade Minister Bernard Quinten in Brussels. The two leaders discussed the upcoming Belgian economic mission to India. After a swearing-in ceremony on Monday, US President Donald Trump signed a number of executive orders aimed at undoing many of the policies implemented by the Biden government, including an order to withdraw the US from the Paris Climate Agreement for a second time. Trump followed it up by signing a formal letter to the UN notifying the global body of the country's intent to leave the landmark 2015 accord. Donald Trump signed an order for the United States to exit the World Health Organization, which he had previously attacked over its COVID-19 response. Signing the order at the White House, Trump said the United States was unfairly paying less than China to the UN body and added, "World Health ripped us off." Trump has pardoned 1,500 participants in the January 6, 2021 attack on the US Capitol by his supporters trying to overturn the 2020 election. Donald Trump said 6 defendants would have their sentences shortened. The moves fulfill a campaign promise by Trump to aid supporters who were charged and in many cases imprisoned for crimes committed during the riots. The US President also signed an executive order seeking to delay by 75 days the enforcement of a ban on popular short video app TikTok that was slated to be shuttered on 19th January. While signing executive orders in the Oval Office on the first day of his second term, Trump said the US needs to control Greenland to ensure international security. After signing executive orders, Trump and Melania Trump danced as the US first couple at the Commander-in-Chief inaugural ball. US Marine Band played Battle Hymn of the Republic for the President and First Lady's dance. Despite posing himself as a peacemaker in his second inaugural address, Trump has vowed that the US would be taking back the Panama Canal. Russia launched an overnight attack on Ukraine using 131 drones and 4 missiles. Ukraine's Air Force reported on Tuesday that 72 drones were shot down, but 59 failed to hit their targets. No human casualties were reported. Russia said it had downed 55 Ukrainian drones overnight. 6 drones were downed over the western region of Voronezh near Ukraine. As the Gaza ceasefire deal enters its third day, Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says Hamas's military capability should be destroyed and its political rule in Gaza should end. In a video message on Monday, Israel PM Benjamin Netanyahu thanked Trump for helping to secure the hostage release deal and once more pledged to return the remaining hostages. South Korea's impeached President Yoon Suk-yeol for the first time appeared for an argument in his impeachment trial at the Constitutional Court on Tuesday. The unionist government of Bangladesh has unveiled new uniforms for the police, the Rapid Action Battalion and the Ansar Village Defence Party. The new uniforms feature distinct colours for each force. Time for a short break. Keep watching DD India. Welcome back. You're watching Express News on DD India. Northern India has experienced bright sunshine over the past 2 days, providing significant relief from the cold. According to the India Meteorological Department, the rain expected in Delhi NCR, Punjab, Uttar Pradesh, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Haryana, Rajasthan and Jammu and Kashmir from Wednesday, 22nd January. Fire-weary Southern California was buffeted by dangerous winds, with forecasters warning of an extremely critical risk in a region already staggering from the devastation of horrifying blazes. Firefighters continue to make progress, snuffing out fires that ravaged 40,000 acres in the Los Angeles area after erupting on January 7 and killing at least 27 people. A magnitude 6 earthquake hit Taiwan's southern on Tuesday near the city of Chiayi. Taiwan is frequently hit by earthquakes due to its location on the edges of 2 tectonic plates near the Pacific Ring of Fire, which USGS says is the most seismically active zone in the world. Severe wildfires wreak havoc in El Sos, Chile. The devastating wildfires have claimed the lives of 3 firefighters and injured 9 others. The fire in Chile has already ravaged over 400 hectares, prompting a red alert and the evacuation of local residents. 4 districts of Turkey's Hakkari experience drastically different weather conditions simultaneously. The temperatures vary from minus 12 degrees Celsius to 10 degrees Celsius with 45-minute travel distance. While Yüksekova district struggled with snow, cold and fog with temperatures dropping to minus 12 degrees Celsius, this unique weather phenomenon creates a stark contrast within short traveling distances. Dozens of people soak and splash themselves in icy cold water in a Tokyo pool, adhering to Japanese tradition to purify the soul and pray for good health in the new year. Mostly men with just white loincloth and several women in white robes joined the annual cold endurance ritual at the Kanda Myojin in downtown Tokyo. A detailed archaeological study has commenced on Kashidu Island in the Maldives more than 5 years after the site's initial discovery in 2020. The project, led by the Ministry of Language, Culture and Heritage in collaboration with international and local experts, focuses on unearthing and preserving artifacts, including the historic Evalea Taraha. Paleontologists in Peru unveiled the 9-million-year-old fossil of a relative of the great white shark that once inhabited the waters of the southern Pacific Ocean, where it liked to devour sardines. The nearly complete Cosmopolitodus hastalis fossil was found some 235 kilometers south of Lima in Peru's Pisco Basin, a hot desert area famed for frequent discoveries of ancient marine species. A festive atmosphere is building up as people across China have been making preparations to ring in the Spring Festival next week, with New Year goods markets all seeing booming sales. The Spring Festival, which marks the start of the Chinese Lunar New Year, is the most important annual holiday in China, when people across the country return to their hometowns for Chinese Lunar New Year celebrations and family reunion. Australia's newest pair of giant pandas has made an appearance at Adelaide Zoo on Tuesday after arriving to China last month. The 4-year-old male and 3-year-old female have concluded their quarantine period and are settling into their new home. Hundreds of people walked through the gates to catch the first glimpse of the pair, as it's the first time the pair have stepped out into the outdoor bamboo forest, having spent a month in quarantine. Pets including dogs, cats and guinea pigs along with a cock were brought to a church in Mexico City by their owners to receive a blessing on the day of Saint Anthony the Abbot. Owners held their pets as a priest from the Saint Bernardino Cathedral sprinkled holy water on them in a bid to protect them from danger and misfortune. Argentine singer-songwriter Fito Páez delighted his fans with a free concert in Mexico City's iconic Zócalo Square. The free concert was just one highlight of Páez's current Páez 4030 tour, commemorating the 40th anniversary of his debut album Del 63 and the 30th anniversary of his 8th album Cerco Beat. International stars descended onto the purple carpet of the 2025 Joy Awards as Saudi Arabia hosted the mix of artists, film stars and musicians. The Joy Awards are the largest ceremony to recognize and honor artistic achievements in the Arab world, with male and female artists competing for 13 awards across multiple categories. Tricia Tuttle, the new director of the Berlin Film Festival, visited the production of the Golden Bear and Silver Bear Trophy Awards in Berlin. Tuttle emphasized the importance of the festival's legacy, highlighting its status as one of the most significant film festivals globally. In Australia, the Central Coast Council hosted the Pacific Rhythm Festival event in partnership with Pacific Australia Labour Mobility Scheme, which provides the majority of seasonal migrant workers on the coast during the fruit picking season. Attendees enjoyed a lineup of traditional and contemporary music and dance performances by Pacific cultural groups. Ahead of Coldplay's last concert in Mumbai, the band's frontman Chris Martin and actor Dakota Johnson stepped out for a bit of sightseeing. Photos and videos of the couple walking in the streets have been doing the rounds on social media. The release of its highly anticipated period drama Punjab '95 has been delayed. The singer-actor Diljit Dosanjh himself took to social media to announce this, explaining that the release date had to be pushed due to unforeseen circumstances. After showing signs of improvement, Indian actress Kangana Ranaut's historical biographical drama Emergency has suffered a significant setback at the box office, failing the crucial first Monday test. Indian actor Prateek Gandhi and actress Yami Gautam are teaming up for the first time in the film Dhoom Dham, which will premiere on Netflix. Patal Lok Season 2 series continues to impress with its brilliant mix of political commentary, police procedural and thriller elements, all elevated by the masterful direction of Avinash Arun Dhavare. 12 years after the last featured in India's premier domestic first-class tournament, Virat Kohli is set to return to Ranji Trophy. India's Test captain Rohit Sharma and opener Yashasvi Jaiswal have been included in Mumbai's squad for the upcoming Ranji Trophy match against Jammu and Kashmir. Team India, led by Suryakumar Yadav, will be making on Joss Butler-led England in a 5-match T20I series beginning on Wednesday at the Eden Gardens in Kolkata. Australia retained the women's Ashes with a 57-run win over England in the first T20I of the multi-format series on Tuesday. After a stellar performance in the ongoing women's Ashes, Australia's Ash Gardner secured the top spot in the ICC Women's All-Rounder rankings. India secured a dominant 10-wicket win over hosts Malaysia at Bayumas Oval in Kuala Lumpur in the ICC Under-19 Women's World Cup on Tuesday. 11-seed Spaniard Paula Badosa shattered world number 3 Coco Gauff's dream of her first Australian Open title when she stunned her 7-5, 6-4 in the quarterfinals on Tuesday. Defending champion Aryna Sabalenka survives a hard-fought quarterfinals against Anastasia Pavlyuchenkova to book her place in the semi-finals. World champion D. Gokesh plays out a draw with top seed Fabiano Caruana of the United States in the third round of the Tata Steel Chess Tournament at Wijk aan Zee in the Netherlands. Another Indian Grandmaster R. Pragyananda secured victory over compatriot Arjun Erigesi to share the lead with Uzbek Nodirbek Abdusattorov after the third round of the tournament. India is set to host the FIDE Chess World Cup 2025, marking the country's first major international chess tournament since the 2022 Chennai Chess Olympiad. Surma Hockey Club beat Shrachi Rad Bengal Tigers 2-1 in a high-voltage contest in the Hockey India League in Rourkela on Monday. In Women's Hockey India League match, the Delhi SG Pipers succumbed to a 5-1 defeat against JSW Surma Hockey Club in Ranchi. India's Atika Mir has been signed up to drive in the World Series Karting Championships 2025 after a brilliant performance in test session in Italy. That's a wrap on Express News. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.